Hello YouTube family, my name is Angela Platt and welcome to my channel. If you find anything worthwhile in my new station, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. As I stated in my first video, I have decided to create a channel that will hopefully create change, real change. Change one day at a time, one moment at a time, one thought at a time, one word at a time. I am not here to vent. We as a people, black, white, male, female, straight or gay, we have the right to be angry at the situation and circumstances that are well out of hand. And I wanted to think of something that I could do that would contribute to change. One thing that I have noticed, and I'm sure that you will agree with, there's not enough prayer going on. We pray for our four and no more, as opposed to praying in a unified manner. We go to church, we talk about change, we pray about, we talk about change, we sing about change, and we go to church and we raise our hands, but things are still the same. So I want to contribute my energy and my effort by creating a channel of change. And I kind of like that name, Channel 4 Change. So based on what I have learned today, the Floyd family took the initiative to get an independent autopsy, which should have been done in the first place. But you know, it takes a village to raise. It takes a village, and the autopsy has determined what we already knew. Mr. Floyd was killed by asphyxiation. So that helps me go into my next point. The police officer snuffed the life out of him. Okay? And unfortunately, he didn't have the wherewithal to realize not only was he hurting a family, an entire village, but he traumatized the people who had to witness that. They had to witness this man taking his last breath. And to be able to validate and prove that what they may end up testifying to was true, it had to be videotaped. Those people will remember that for the rest of their life. And so now certain media stations want to focus on property being damaged and windows being broken and cars being set on fire. You're so busy looking at the fire, you're not considering what started the fire. Okay? And that's where the change comes in. You have got to take responsibility for what started the fight. Okay, you start the fight and then you're mad at somebody for hitting you back. You are stating that these people who have gotten together in solidarity are disrespecting police. No, unfortunately, there are people in power, and I'm not talking about just the police, who have no respect for life, who have no regard for men and women of color. Okay? And we already know our history. The United States was built on our backs. Our as in our country. Okay? We're the ones that dug the holes. Not just us, but Native Americans, let me be clear. We're the ones that put the brick and mortar together. We're the ones that planted the ground, planted the food that you ate. Okay? I'm going to go back to what I said in my first video. We have to take responsibility and pray. We need to pray, and we need to teach, and we need to talk, and we need to do. And when I say pray, I'm not going to get into whether you're Christian or Baptist or Muslim or Jewish. Open up that book that you believe in and pray for at least one other person. And I'm going to start it. And I'm hoping that this video gets out to the point where people can understand me and agree with me that a lot of change will happen just on prayer alone, because prayer holds you accountable. You're going to pray and you're going to do. You're going to pray, you're going to do. But not only are you going to pray and do, but your prayer is going to allow other people to think. So, if you see a policeman, ask him his name. Go home and open up that book that you believe in and pray for that police officer. Or if you see somebody not doing right, out and about, put out a prayer on that person's behalf. You don't have to be spiritual, and you don't have to be crazy, or, you don't have to. Just get the person's name. You can ask them, is there anything you want me to pray for? They can say my health, my mindset. Mr. Policeman is having a rough day for whatever the reason. Maybe things didn't go well at home, and he's taking it out on this person or that person. Yes, we need to pray. We need to pray for our husbands. We need to pray for our sons. We need to pray for police officers. We need to pray for people in political leadership. It's not good. It is unhealthy. It is sad. It is bad. It is not a good look when the leader of a particular country, continent, is hiding in the back, when things are falling all apart. And then you tend to call the people who you are in leadership with, you call them out their names. You insult them. You put them down. And everybody's doing the best that they can. Granted, the decisions that police officers and men in general, the decisions they make are of their own accord. However, and I do apologize, that is my phone.